Metro North train whizzing right through downtown Ramsey. I guess it doesn't stop here. So we'll take a look at the Ramsey train station. Just somewhere right around here in downtown Ramsey. So we're here at the Ramsey train station in downtown Ramsey, and every parking space is spoken for pretty much because they're having like a farmer's market over here, or maybe a Christmas crafts fair. See people walking back to their cars with what look like vegetables, but we'll see. It's got a little handicapped accessible ramp here at each end of the inbound and outbound platforms. I hope that's live music. One of the few platforms I've ever seen that has a tree you could stand underneath when you're waiting for a train.
You know my
Yeah, it looks like a farmer's market. So this just has little bus shelters. I did see an old station depot. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, yeah, here is the Ramsey Station. And I read that it's the oldest existing station house in the whole New Jersey Transit system. And I want to say that it used to be on the other side of the tracks, and they moved it over to the inbound side, which makes more sense anyway in terms of having a place to wait to go into New York. It looks like the waiting room's open.
It's local. That means we're stopping everywhere local.
And they have a bike rack here at the northern end of the station. And here comes a train. That clock looks correct. It is about 10:15 on a Sunday morning, mid-November. Starbucks across the street. Traffic is all stopped. Including there's a little crossing gate for the sidewalks too. Here comes the train. The gates go up since the train has passed through the station. So it's a low-level platform. There's some people getting off coming from the north. More people getting on. set to go. Ramsey Station on the main Bergen line. Train is headed for New York. Where we are, here we are in Ramsey, and you can see with the little wheelchair signal symbol, it is handicapped accessible here at the south end of the station. Oh, I thought I'd lost the scent of where this train station was. But here we are at the Allendale Station. Nice old station on the inbound side, and we'll check it out. So this just shows you some of the older homes right near the train station. So I'll stand here so I don't get the glare of the sun. So it looks like these doors are raised up, like they came out at a higher level in the past. Here's the station house, you can't see in. Impossible to see in. Let's see. Maybe it's open. No chance. Because it's a Sunday morning. So it has a tunnel that goes between the in and outbound sides. Grade crossing elimination, 1939, under Franklin Roosevelt. Works Progress Administration. Let's take a look at what they built in 1939. And it could use some work here. New paint. New paint job. Question is whether it's dry. We haven't had rain lately, so not too bad. It's quite a little tunnel network here. This tunnel goes out that way to the south, and now we're going to walk underneath the tracks. Go to the outbound side. You could take the stairs up, but let's take this tunnel. It slowly ramps up to the platform level. Looks like it has a new concrete roof. I wonder if this would be considered handicapped accessible. It's a long ramp, but it might be a little steep. People get to live right by the train. And here comes the train. This is going right through. Well, that'll catch up with that train that we saw at Ramsey, which is headed in the same direction but making stops. There's the station house across the tracks. I'll show you where we are. We're in Allendale right here on the main Bergen line. I once took a train to this station about 20 years ago. And I don't remember too much about it. It looks like downtown Allendale, down through there. So, I'll take the tunnel back because my car is parked on the downtown side. But this has been Allendale. There's just some of the shops and the town clock straight down this street. I'm just looking for the other way to go down into that cross passageway. Here it is. $1939. Coming up on the Waldwick Station. Let's get out and take a look.
You have arrived.
This building here isn't the station house, but it looks like it's influenced by that kind of design. Now leasing some other townhouse type developments, and there's some older houses with old storefronts. So if you want to go outbound, you climb these stairs and go up over. We're at the Waldwick Station on the main Bergen line. That's such a pretty station house across the way. So this is the inbound side with a waiting room. But I wonder if it's open on weekends, Sunday morning in mid-November. Nope. So there's 4 tracks here. Correction, 3 tracks. Waldwick Station is the name of this apartment complex. It's big. Goes the length of the station. It's another transit-oriented development along one of the New Jersey transit stations. Let's just show you where we are. Here we are on Waldwick, on the main line in Bergen County. Next station north is Allendale. Next one south is Hohokus. The only town I've ever heard of with 2 hyphens in its name. Dying to see what that looks like. So this is a simple low-level platform. Most of the parking seems to be on the outbound side. Long parking lot. So you're constrained somewhat by how many people can use this station. I'll put the ridership on the screen. Sorry, I'm walking right into the sun. Looks like another little part of downtown Waldwick. or what used to be anyway. We'll go up over the walkway, take a closer look at the station house on the outbound side. Rust on the steps, but it's more cosmetic than structural, I think. The side structure is fine. Really unique. And this deck looks like it's new. There's the station house. Looks like there's switching and maybe a little yard to the north. Tracks curve around as you go south. This is probably the worst area on the outbound side. Has to be dealt with. Cute little downtown. It's so quiet on a Sunday morning, but you get the feeling it's usually quiet. I might be wrong, but so it even says that it used to be a Western Union telegraph office. But now it's the Waldwick Museum of Local History. You can take a book, share a book, cute little Victorian with a great two-color scheme. Built in 1886, the New York, Lake Erie, and Western Railroad, listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1978. That was early. It was one of the first ones. Stained glass windows. So it's all fenced off. So let's see. It's got a little gate, but it's locked. So it's to look at when it's not open. So here's the long parking lot. I didn't see anything about it's for permit parking only, at least for a ways. So we're just getting a closer look, but can't go right up to it. Here in Waldwick. There's another look down the staircase. And I think I hear a train coming. comes a slow-moving train headed north. Sorry, I can't get the fence out of the shot. It's really pulling into the station slowly. This is, the main Bergen line is all diesel territory. Mixture of Metro North and New Jersey Transit cars pulled by a New Jersey Transit engine. Waldwick. We're here at the really unique and quaint and cute Wallwork Station, with a station to match the quaintness of the name of the town. And it's got to be one of the rockiest stations I've ever seen. Made out of rounded rocks. That probably could be clean. You wonder if all that black soot on everything is from the steam locomotive days. I don't know. But it lends some kind of historical air, but I don't think that the station needs it. It's got historical air about it no matter what. So we're looking south into the sun, sorry about that, as the tracks curve around. And then that's the outbound side. The station house says it's built in 1952. 69 years old. This is looking north. 3 tracks. And there is no underground passageway, I don't think, between the two. But I want to double check on that. But the parking area is pretty small. It's limited to the outbound side.
Customers, the next train to stop on track 2 will be the 11:27 a.m. eastbound train to Hoboken, stopping at Ridgewood, Glen Rock, Hawthorne, Patterson, Clifton, Passaic, Delawarna,
There's the trains it's announcing as we go down the
Hoboken. Please stand back from the
main
yellow
Bergen
line.
line.
Please watch the
So here we are at
graphic
Wallwork.
platform when boarding.
Let's cross over before the southbound train gets here on its way to Hoboken. So here it comes. We're not going to make it across the tracks. Shows you some of the area. There's an old steel bridge over a creek. It runs parallel to the tracks. So there was one person waiting over there on the inbound side. I'll put the ridership figures for the average weekday. Crossing gates go back up. including a little one over the sidewalk. Let's see if I can get across before the train leaves. Because if I shoot it now, it's right into the sun. So let's see. I always have to be careful because you think there's a train just heading in one direction, but there could always be another one coming in the opposite direction. So here we are on the downtown side as the train pulls away. Low-level platforms, asphalt. Diesel territory again. You can see the plume coming up from the engine. It gives a little perspective of the historic station house on the outbound side. So it's a simple layout, but it gets the job done. As long as you can get here and park. If you can't park, you have to get dropped off unless you walk to the station or take your bike. I just want to look at this sort of retro style inbound waiting area. You got to go down a couple steps. There's a ticket vending machine. There's also a ticket vending machine on the inbound side, on the outbound side. There's the simple waiting area. And it's a Sunday morning, so it's closed and locked. It actually looked like there was more to this, at least at one time. You can also sit under this canopy, protected area. A lot of leaves. So this is the town with the most unusual name on the system, Hohokus, on the main Bergen line in Bergen County.